Lord, I pray now that you give me strength in them, that I might overcome the hordes of Satan and his children, that I might wield the flaming sword of the Archangel to defend myself with your shield of faith, that my victories are many and my wounds few, that I might further your kingdom here on earth.
One of us should take some food down to the prisoner.
Johansson? He is no better than they. If not for his meddlesome diggings, the artifact would never have come here.
Yes, it is complicated matters. An interesting turn of events. Do you think it holds something?
I care not. To see them through.
So, shall we take some food down to Johansson?
Here, take mine. I am no longer hungry.
Fire. No fire. They've ruined my face. The fire, I can still feel it in my wounds. They'll kill me. They'll come back with their brands and it will burn. I wouldn't talk, so they burned me. Again and again and again. Their eyes, they enjoyed it. Before they come back, I'm begging you, let me out. I once drank from the most desirable women in the world. Right now, this bag looks better than any of them. Hey, where are you going? Don't leave me here. Thanks. You'll never see me again. I'm gonna go somewhere no one will ever see this face again.
Are the stories true? About him, I mean.
Brother Grunfeld?
Yes.
What stories have you heard, young brother?
There are many. Some say he saw his own mother eaten alive by a coven of witches, and others that he once killed an elder vampire with his bare hands. There are even whispers that he is the resurrected Saint Leopold, come to lead his armies into the final battle against the armies of darkness.
Not all stories you hear are true. Brother Grunfeld is a good soldier just as you will become if you have faith in God and the discipline to stand in his army.
It is also said that he once killed a man of the Brotherhood because he refused to follow orders.
Some stories you hear are true, young brother.
I knew Johansen would lure the servants of Satan, but I set this trap for the archfiend himself. Where is Lacroix? Perhaps when Lacroix runs out of minions, he will show me his face, and God will guide my shots through it. Before I send you to eternal damnation, any last words? You should have begged for God's mercy. I will show you none.
I told you everything. There's no reason for you to keep me here. Let me go! I am an archaeologist. You can't hold me here like this. I am a hostage. I do not need protection. Bring me back to my hotel at once. Why are they doing this? What is this nonsense with the guns and the crosses and the talk of vampires? Why do they insist on keeping me here? Who are these people? Yeah, okay, anything, just get me out of these caverns and away from these crazies. I think I'm starting to get pneumonia. The sarcophagus? You went through all that trouble for the sarcophagus? Yeah, I'll tell you. But don't you think it would be better to get out of here before those men come back? Please, there is no need for violence here. If you really want to know about the sarcophagus, I'll tell you. Such a thing to get overworked about. Let's start with the history of the Ankaran sarcophagus. That is a long and interesting legend, lost and found throughout the ages. Tell me, are you familiar with the Assyrians? Well, the Assyrians lived in Mesopotamia, a region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Most of this territory is now modern-day Iraq, Iran, Turkey, and Syria. Ah, quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. By sheer luck, we were able to find the key not far from the sarcophagus. Why no one ever found it and robbed it, it's perplexing. How strange, you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth Dane in Turkey. It was stolen before the sarcophagus even. I am still hopeful that the police find both pieces before the contents can be disturbed. No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store. It's actually very sophisticated, and I meant to study it at the museum. I've answered all your questions. Do you think now you could please get me out of here? I don't care who you are or why you've had so many questions about the sarcophagus. I just want to leave this place.
Your time of judgment is here.
With whom do they think they're dealing? Attack me in my own building! They're desperate. They've shown their weakness. A last-ditch attempt to steal the prize. The Sabbat, a pack of shovelheads with cheap pistols, was all they could muster. 2 got a few stories up, but I took care of them. And my sheriff brought the rest their final death in the lobby. Sabbat animals. No matter how many times you think you've wiped them out, they always come back. This time their target is the Ankaran sarcophagus. They will not stop until they've feasted on the ancient they believe to be inside. Diablerists. The Sabbat's infamy is in no small part due to their practice of diablerie, that is, drinking the blood of other kindred, especially older ones, until they are dead. Diablerists gain the power of those they've fed upon. And the Camarilla, this is an act punishable by death. You may not like me, but I know we have a common enemy in the Sabbat. Their imminent threat to the Masquerade and to both of us make their destruction imperative. Do you think we can meet this task? The Sabbat have made their haven at the Hallibrook Hotel, right under our noses here in downtown. Kill their leader. The rest will scamper out of the city. This is the last time they ever set foot in Los Angeles. Before you go, Beckett told me you went to the Society of Leopold. Did you find out how my sarcophagus is opened? Take your money. Tell me, what have you learned? A key? Where? Do you have it? Did you? What you lack in tact, I suppose, you make up in other ways. At least he's out of the way. The Sabbat must be wiped out before dawn. Then, when you come back, we'll begin the hunt for the key. And another thing, you've been attracting a lot of attention to yourself. Mortal attention. But I'm going to overlook it for now. But keep breaking the Masquerade, and I guarantee you'll never break it again. Wipe them out before they doom us all.
You can always count on the Sabbat to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. They're reckless, but they don't normally try to attract this much attention. This carelessness warrants observation. I hope it doesn't become pandemic. Well, perhaps for this pack, it's for the best. What did Johansson have to say? The lock and key. An invention as ancient as greed. I should have guessed. All we have to do is find a victor in this nonsense. They'll be the one with the key. Excellent. It's simple. Someone's misled them into believing there's an antediluvian in this very room. They, and I suspect most kindred in this city, would love to sink their stakes or teeth into its imagined occupant, if indeed rocketing it to the moon was out of the question. Well, perhaps for this pack, it's for the best.
What the hell did you want?
What's up?
Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away. What's on your mind?
Heard anything? Fucking candies. I just wanna kill 'em!
Back off.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
Going somewhere? What's the hops, bro?
Don't touch me, right?
Still awake? Something on your mind? Give me a call, 323-KL5-KTRK. Ask to speak to the cute one. Hey, all you night owls. Is the human race going crazy, or is it just me? Seems like all you hear is bad news lately. Anybody feel the same way? Feel like the world's cracking at the seams? Why don't we make that the topic for tonight? And if that doesn't work, you can all go back to calling in with the usual pervert stuff. Line 5, you're on with the Deb of Night. So tell me, society going to hell or not?
I think so, Deb.
And why is that?
Well, for one, I lost my job a month ago, and our management gave themselves a bonus for it.
I'm sorry to hear it.
And just the other night, I happened to look out my window here in Santa Monica, which used to be a nice neighborhood. I saw the local diner where I've been eating my breakfast for years get shot to pieces. Can you believe that? Like, no one cares about anyone anymore.
I hear it.
And my neighbor's boy, he's been using speed since he's in junior high. Steals from his parents.
That's a shame.
Yeah, you know, there was a time when this sort of thing just didn't happen. You know why?
Why is that?
Well, because a man could beat a woman and children when they got out of line. They didn't even have to be blood. You could just slap the little bastard.
Ah, the good old days. Why don't you hit the activity room and reminisce some more, Grandpa? Anyone have any musings that don't end up in assault charges?
Yeah, hi.
Whoa, here's a rare event, a female perspective that isn't my own. Go ahead, sister.
I just wanted to say that I agree with you for the most part. Things have really started to suck in the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I can't see myself bringing a child into this world, you know?
I hear you.
Except if it was like Ash Rivers' baby. Oh, he is so amazing, Deb. I would like populate a minivan for him. Oh my god.
Yeah, but what are the chances of that happening?
I don't know, but I'm like at his club every night.
Okay, but back to the topic.
Oh, and this one time, I was working as a waitress at this award show, and I served him a drink, and he told me, "Thanks, beautiful." And there was like a moment, definitely something there, you know?
Sure, girl, but tonight's topic isn't Ash Rivers.
Yeah, well, that's probably really good, because all of you other females better stay the hell away from him. You know what I mean?
I'm glad to provide a public forum for the whacked out of both sexes. Let's try to stay on topic, shall we?
Dead of Night.
That's me.
I recently found out I was a vampire.
Oh, I was one of those ones, and then it was November 1st.
That's not a joke. I'm really worried about this.
Uh-huh.
This girl at the club took me into the bathroom and she did something to me.
Back in my club days, we used to call that a favor. Oh, caller, could you hold on? I've got Frankenstein on the line. Frankenstein, something you want to add to this conversation? I see. Your rebuttal, caller.
I'm not lying. It happened to me. It could happen to anyone.
Ooh, good point. You want some advice? Wash off the eyeliner, put on something that's not black, and go get a tan at the beach. Jeez, the Deb of Night show does not endorse the goth lifestyle, and take it from Deb, pretending you're a vampire only impresses people of similar physical ickiness. Next caller.
Deb, I think the world's been messed up, is messed up, and will continue to be messed up.
Oh, an optimist.
Now, bear with me, but I know what the cause of all the world's problems is.
Nipples on TV?
Exactly.
Nudity?
Not too much nudity. Not enough nudity. Clothes make a person dishonest. They're hiding their true selves away under them. Clothes promote problems like class and sense of piety and concealed weapons. Why, how much do you think we spend on clothes as a people? What if that money were going towards science? Why, we'd be living in a futuristic techno world by now.
Have you ever been to a nudist colony? Not attractive.
The fact that you think it should be is a side effect of the brilliant media. You're not desensitized to nudity. Just think, if the man at the movie concession wasn't wearing his pants today, you'd storm out of the theater in a tizzy. But in the nude world, it'd be popcorn and a medium soda, please.
No, I think what would happen is I'd lose my appetite.
And isn't obesity one of our nation's biggest problems? Another benefit of nudity. And what about all that hullabaloo that people make when a person walks around the way Mother Nature made him on a brisk spring afternoon? Arrested for public indecency? Why, in a nude world, it'd be commonplace. Folks would ask you, how many people did you expose yourself to today?
As proud as I am of my girls, I think I'm going to limit them to private appearances. Next caller.
Yeah, this is it. This time I've stumbled across something that's bigger than anything you could possibly imagine. A threat to the entire human race's existence.
Ah, Gomez. You know, it's been a bad night when I've been looking forward to your call.
Deb, nothing can prepare the world for this. This is the biggest story in the history of humanity ever. Ever, Deb. How I found this out I can't say, but I'm risking my life to tell the world this. Are you prepared for this?
Sure.
People of Los Angeles, vampires walk among us.
Ugh, not vampires again.
Hear me out, Deb. Vampires are among us and have been since the dawn of time. In Los Angeles, well, there's more vampires per person here than anywhere else in the world. People are killed by vampires all the time, but their secret vampire society covers it up. Who blew up that warehouse in Santa Monica? Vampires. What happened to the crew of the Elizabeth Dane? Vampires. Want to know what happened to that sarcophagus that disappeared? Vampires took it. The Prince of Vampires, to be more specific. He wants to use it against a league of other vampires that have been trying to get a foothold in our city. And get this, there could be an even older vampire in the sarcophagus. An ancient super vampire.
Right, vampires. They're everywhere. You can't throw a rock in the city without hitting a vampire.
It's the truth, Deb. They're all around us. We need to rise up and destroy our evil vampire overlords before it's too late.
You heard him, folks. Gather up the crosses, garlic, and neck braces. Oh, brother. Well, Deb's not undead. The sun will be up soon, and she's dead tired. She's going home to get some hard-earned R&R. But don't worry, she'll be back same time, same station tomorrow night. Until then, fans, don't let the vampires bite.
enhanced pollutant tolerances and relax energy production risk burdens. Prominent Chinese businessman and restaurateur Wang Ho was found dead in his home this afternoon, and investigators suspect foul play. His daughter, Kiki Ho, says she suspects a local gang may have killed her father to retaliate against his efforts to encourage local residents to clean up criminal elements in Chinatown. Local residents say he was a selfless, respected, and honorable man and will be missed. Mobs of villagers in New Delhi, India stoned a policeman to death after mistaking him for the Deer Man, a creature locals say has terrorized them for weeks and is thought to be responsible for the mysterious deaths of several village children. The Deer Man is reported as a 7-foot creature with horns that ambushes villagers at night. New Delhi has also been host to the Monkey Man, the Bear Man, and the Killer UFOs, all of which were later dismissed as mass hysteria. Weeks of protests against the European Union and rioting in several Eastern European countries has led to a bloc of nations dropping out of the EU, causing exchange rates for the euro to plummet. Detractors of the EU and its founding countries are holding rallies aimed to remove its biggest supporters from office, arguing that the EU's inclusion of less politically stable countries will cause extended economic recession. Several members of Congress are protesting the president's refusal to disclose details of meetings his staff had last year with the heads of several energy companies. They say measures agreed upon will increase air pollution and give large tax breaks to energy companies. An official statement issued by the president states that these meetings were meant to assist in the draft of a fairer energy bill that would cultivate enhanced pollutant tolerances and relax energy production risk burdens. Prominent Chinese businessmen and restaurateur killed her father to retaliate against his efforts to encourage local residents to clean up criminal elements in Chinatown. Local residents say he was a selfless, respected, and honorable man and will be missed. Mobs of villagers in New Delhi, India stoned a policeman to death after mistaking him for the Deer Man, a creature locals say has terrorized them for weeks and is thought to be responsible for the mysterious deaths of several village children. The Deer Man is reported as a 7-foot creature with horns that ambushes villagers at night. New Delhi has also been host to the Monkey Man, the Bear Man, and the Killer.
Still awake? Something on...
Where to? I recognize the smell of your blood, young Cainite. Very potent. Greater than our last meeting. I could smell it even over the flood of my fallen brethren. Doesn't that make you wonder? Puppet! The strength of your blood is all that saved you from yourself. Wretched, weak-minded mongrel. The blood is wasted in you. Wasted! Miserable, ignorant gutter spawn. You are blind. The sarcophagus must be destroyed. I will do it myself if I must. And you will be purified. It is the blood that he is speaking through. The blood of all the pawns. It all must be purified.
Be at peace, kindred. You stand amongst friends now. Indeed, the Chang brothers, my greatest agents, undone by the young soldier of LaCroix, it was obvious your path was greater than I or he had anticipated. I am impressed, kindred. That is why I've come to reveal to you the truth, so that you may see that you are not the fist of LaCroix, but the hand that will put the final events of this war into motion. Your foes all lie vanquished, kindred. I come to help. Be at peace. Trouble is nothing but yours to give. I see. Well, I will waste no more of my time with you. I just thought you should know that the alliance between your prince and the Kuei Jin has come to an end. We did have an arrangement, LaCroix and I. A mutually beneficial pact to drive the lesser factions from the city. LaCroix's zeal in recovering the Ankaran sarcophagus has been to the exclusion of many relationships, mine included. And I, like yourself, have been used by him in his desperate quest for power. LaCroix feared Alistair Grout, the Malkavian primogen, for the cursed insight of his bloodline was strong and brought him uncomfortably close to the truth about LaCroix's ambitions. LaCroix saw an opportunity to rid himself of two problems, a hardened rebel leader and a problematic primogen, in one fell stroke. And, as you can see, I was integral to his plan. LaCroix convinced me that an alliance with the Camarilla could strengthen the position of the Kuei-Jin. And so, with my help, your prince framed Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout. Yes, you were made to be the witness, for your political naivete put your word beyond reproach. No one would believe you devised such a story. LaCroix used you and once again turned a problem to his advantage. Hear these words, kindred. The sarcophagus is sealed against the ages. Only the proper key will break this seal. That key now lies safely in Kuei-Jin hands. Your prince's prize cannot be had without it. I assure you that it is not. LaCroix is no longer of any use to us, and by extension neither are you. The vine of your destiny withers. Your bloodline ends with that of your puppet prince.
Oh, it's you. Yeah, you go right on up and see Mr. LaCroix.
The Sabbat. Another obstacle is removed. From the enemy we resurrect a new order. And this, in no small part, to your service. Did you hear that? You were never able to wipe them out completely. Keep it up, and you may have his job. It's a shame we always have to be at odds. With my connections and your ability, we could go far together, you and I. Here's a taste of what that alliance would yield. Give it some consideration. You found the key. Where? Who has it? This nonsense again! Look, I told you before, no kindred would ever ally themselves with those demons. This is a subterfuge, a trick to start a civil war. And apparently, it's worked. As of this moment, there is no blood hunt against Nines Rodriguez. The Kuei-Jin have revealed their plot. They want us to war against each other? Well, to that I propose an alliance with the Anarchs. Together, we kindred shall drive out these foreigners once and for all. Whether they trust me or not, the Kuei-Jin are the greater threat. They do trust you, however. After all, you've been working for them all this time. Spare me the explanation. I don't hold it against you. Your affiliation is a trite concern next to your accomplishment. In fact, you alone can bridge the two kindred communities and sound the Kuei Jin's death knell. You'd be a legend. Go to the last round immediately. Tell them the Kuei Jin have admitted to killing Grout, and that the blood hunt against Nines Rodriguez is officially over. Tell them I have realized the true threat the Kuei Jin pose, and wish to negotiate a pact. You're not the first person that comes to mind to play emissary, but your relative youth and naivete will make you seem more sincere in the eyes of the Anarchs than some of my other representatives. I will begin organizing plans for war. Secure this alliance. All our futures depends on it. It's critical you see the Anarchs immediately.